Let's talk about the different party systems in different parts of the world. One system is the two-party system, like we see in the United Kingdom and the United States of America, where only two parties, one of the two major parties, always come to power with a full majority typically, except in extremely exceptional circumstances. In UK, it is the Labour and the Conservative Party. In the US, it is the Republican and the Democratic Party. The current US President Donald Trump is from the Republican Party, while the current UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson is from the Conservative Party. So it's only the say of two parties in this particular in this kind of a democracy, and all other parties are have neither negligible presence or no presence at all. That's a two-party system. The second is a one-party system. In this, it's forever. These are namesake democracies. Forever, always one party comes to power, and it's always their leader. So China is a very good example. The leader is always, the winning party is always the Communist Party of China. The leader is always from their party. They used to have a rolling 10-year system of changing the president. Like the last president was Hu Jintao. After that, the current president came into power, Xi Jinping. He recently modified and manipulated the constitution and has appointed himself the president for life. So these are not really democracies. The last is a multi-party system. Although we are in a multi-party system, recently that definition has slightly changed. Come to that in a bit. A multi-party system is one in which a government is formed, always with support from smaller parties, around one particular pivot of one or two larger parties. So before 2014, for 30 years, between 1984 to 2014, practically every government that was formed was a coalition government, wherein no single party ever got 272 on its own, except maybe one particular government in those 30 years. It was always one big party who had the most substantial seats, and with support from the smaller parties, together they used to cross the halfway mark, and then they used to form a government. That is a multi-party system. Although in 2014 and 2019, we've had two consecutive elections wherein a single party has gotten the full majority. But still, to not call ourselves a multi-party system, this trend needs to repeat itself in a couple of Lok Sabha elections more. As of now, we are a multi-party system, wherein one party typically forms a central government with support from many smaller parties outside.